So I was talking with a business owner the other day, and he was asking about business liability insurance. And we talked a little more, and I was able to help him out. But after the phone call, I got to thinking about his question of, I need some business liability insurance. That's such a broad statement, a broad term of business liability insurance, because not one form of liability is going to take care of everything. So I wanted to get granular today and talk about the different types or different forms of liability insurance available for your business. Let's start with general liability. If you cause bodily injury or property damage to a third party, general liability will provide coverage that you need. Every business should have a general liability policy. Next up is professional liability, also known as errors and omissions insurance. Dentists, lawyers, realtors, architects, engineers, financial planners, all examples of professions that need a professional liability policy. Professional liability is going to provide coverage if you're negligent in your professional services or the advice that you offer. Generally, this is going to be related to a financial loss. For instance, a consultant may face a lawsuit for giving bad advice, which results in a financial loss to his or her client. Cyber liability. Does your business rely on the internet? Both your customers' information and your business's information could be at risk. Right now, we are living in the times of the Wild West when it comes to cyber liability. Find out if you have it. Find out if it's necessary. Employment practices liability. Do you have employees? If you do, and you're ever accused of sexual harassment, wrongful termination, discrimination, employment practices liability will provide defense costs for you. Directors and officers liability. If your organization has a board that makes decisions on behalf of your organization, you need directors and officers liability to protect the decisions that your board is making on behalf of that organization. A lot of the times we see this for nonprofits, but for-profits and private businesses are not immune to this if they have a board of directors as well. Garage liability. Mechanics, body shops, dealerships all need a garage liability policy. A garage liability policy has the components of a general liability policy that we talked about in the beginning, if you cause bodily injury or property damage to a third party, but it also will take care of the daily operations of a mechanic or a body shop and so forth. So if you don't tighten the lug nuts on the wheel very good and that wheel falls off for your customer and they get in an accident, garage liability will provide coverage for that instance. Commercial umbrella liability. In a nutshell, this is just an additional layer of liability. Oftentimes it will go over and above your general liability, your commercial auto liability, maybe your workers' compensation. Liquor liability. Do you sell or serve alcohol? If you do, you need to give this a hard look. Pollution liability. If you're ever accused of any bodily injuries or property damage due to a hazardous waste, you're going to wish you had some form of pollution liability. Employee benefits liability. Let's say you forget to add Sally to your group health insurance. Sally goes to the doctor, makes a claim. Health insurance denies it because you forgot to add her to your group health policy. Now she comes back to you. Employee benefits liability would pay for your errors and omissions for not adding her to your plan. Employee benefits liability would apply to, life insurance, disability insurance, maybe the retirement plan you have set up for your employees. But if you're providing any kind of benefits, you really need to have some form of employee benefits liability to your policy. Commercial auto liability. Are you driving a vehicle on behalf of your business? I'm sure I'm missing some form of liability for your business. The point is, your business may require different types of liability insurance. It may require multiple types of liability coverage for your business to avoid gaps. The point is you've taken time to build your business. Now take the time to protect it.